For some reason, Marnie is really entertained by the 2.5 Men song from the TV show. Watch this. Men, 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 men. Men, 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 men. It's probably more the tickling than the song, but she just laughs every time. So I'm back today with a 9-month update for Marnie. I've been so slack with these, I'm very aware, but I don't know, I just found that I was saying the same thing every month and we just kind of fell out of the habit of doing them. But I don't want to do none at all. I would rather do the odd one here and there when I feel like I've got something to say, rather than doing them every month and just feeling like they're not particularly exciting. So Marnie has changed a lot since her last update, which was probably her 6-month update. She is, as you can see, she's dancing, singing, very chatty. She likes the sound of her own voice a lot, don't you? She can do so many things and she's learning to do so much more every single day. It's a really lovely age. I love it when they start to... Yeah, you're going to make this video very difficult to film. So Marnie has officially been in the world for as long as she was in my tummy now, which is always a bit of a milestone because... I don't know, I think especially because she's my last, I know she's my last baby, it feels particularly poignant this time round when she reaches 9 months, because I won't have another pregnancy, another 9 months of growing a baby. So now that she's been out for 9 months, that feels like an absolute lifetime ago, but at the same time it feels like I've blinked and 18 months have just vanished before my very eyes. So I thought it would be nice to do a bit of an update on how she's getting on at 9 months for those of you who are interested. But I may need to pop her down on the floor with her toys because she is not sitting still. You're not sitting still and you're not being quiet like we'd previously agreed. That's better. I've put the wriggler down on the floor so she's playing with her toys next to me. But it feels like a lifetime ago since we were sat looking at that scan photo trying to guess desperately if it was a girl or a boy. At least I was trying to guess desperately if it was a girl or a boy. Dan did not want to know, so he didn't find out. If you weren't following me back when I was pregnant, we already had 3 children and we'd never found out whether we were having a boy or a girl during pregnancy, so Dan was keen to do the same 4th time around. And for some reason, I was really desperate to know with Marnie. We didn't find out in the end because as much as I wanted to know and I was trying to guess and doing all the little tests that you can do, I just, deep down, I did agree with Dan that it would be nice to keep it as a surprise. So yeah, it's just crazy to think that all that time, 18 months ago, she was in there and it was Marnie, and now she's been with us for 9 months, which is just crazy. On the subject of scan photos, actually, I found out this month, which I didn't realise, that on the Channel Mum chat forum group, there is a dedicated thread where you can post your scan pictures, and a lovely lady called Lisa, she's one of the Channel Mum team, and she's got an incredible track record of guessing genders based on the skull and nub theories, which I tried to do myself with my scan photos with Marnie and just didn't really know what I was doing, but Lisa does. Obviously, it's a bit of fun and there is, you know, it's never going to be 100% correct, but if you fancy posting your pictures on there just for a bit of fun and see what she thinks you're having, if it's a boy or a girl, then I will leave the link in the description box so you can go and have a look. But I would definitely have been on there asking Lisa whether she thought I was having a boy or a girl all those months ago, so do go and check that one out. No, don't grab the tripod. Don't grab the tripod. That is where we are 9 months on. A whole world of no. Marnie, she's actually really funny now. When you tell her no, she will stop immediately, look at you, shake her own head and then clap because she's done the right thing. It's the cutest thing. But yes, our life has just become a whole world of no at the moment because she's started to crawl. She started to crawl, I think it was pretty much bang on when she turned 9 months and she was off. She hadn't shown many signs of gearing up to crawl at all, so I was quite surprised. She literally went from just hanging around and rolling back and forth on her tummy to up and off. No, Marnie. No, you can't have that. Yes, well done. We have 2 teeth on the bottom and they are very sharp, and sometimes she likes to nibble me with them, which is very distressing. We're still breastfeeding and she is a bit of a boob fiend, so I can't see that stopping anytime soon, to be honest. I'll just keep going until she decides. You're so noisy! Ah! Ah! I can make that noise too. Ah! Ah! Yes! Isn't it funny? So breastfeeding is going really well, but she's eating 2 good meals a day with a snacky meal at lunchtime, and she's absolutely loving her food as well. So obviously she's breastfeeding a lot less. I'm just feeding her once in the morning when she wakes up very early. Sometimes I'll feed her to go off for a nap, but if we're out and about and she's in the pram, then she'll go off for a nap without it. So that one is, you know, we're a bit flexible with that one. Then I will feed her for bedtime. I'll feed her more frequently if I think she needs it, but as a general rule, those are the only times that she feeds at the moment. So I've told you that she's crawling. What else is she doing? Sleep. Sleep, yes. She's not great at sleep, but she's not terrible either. I feel a bit unfair saying that actually, but she's not sleeping through, and I'm fairly sure Aiden was by this point, but that could just be me remembering things favourably and forgetting the bad stuff. But she still wakes 1, 2, sometimes 3 times a night, and I'm very aware that it's because I'm breastfeeding her and it's easy and she knows that I'm there. She's still in our room, and I'm sure I'll get lots of people wondering why on earth she's still in our room at that age. We did the same with Aiden, and because it's a bit of a vicious circle, I think. Because she wakes so frequently, it's easier to have her in our room. The first time she wakes, I bring her into our bed, and then she just stays there, and that's the same as we've done with all of our babies. It's just Marnie seems to wake a bit more frequently than I remember them doing. So I bring her in to our bed the first time she wakes, which is usually around 2 o'clock. Can be earlier, can be later. Then I will feed her there, and and she and I will go straight back to sleep really, really quickly. She's never awake for long periods. She just wakes to have a quick feed and then she goes back. But then of course, because she's there lying next to me, I'm easy access. So I think that doesn't help. She wakes more because I'm right there, rather than settling herself back to sleep as she might do if she's in a cot. I don't know, there's part of me that feels like we should make the break and do the hard stuff now and get her into her own cot and into her own room. But then there's another big part of me that feels like she's my last baby. We've done this before and co-slept before, and it's never been a big problem. Dan doesn't mind at all. In fact, he quite likes waking up and her being there next to him. He sleeps very well indeed. There's no way that she's going to disturb him and wake him up, so it just doesn't bother him. Yeah, and because she's our last baby, I just feel like I'm not going to get this time back, and it doesn't really bother me because of how easily she goes back. If she was waking up and it took me an hour, 2 hours to settle her, and it was a complete nightmare and I was getting no sleep at all, then I'd be looking to do something about it. But it is literally, she wakes, I feed her, and within 5 minutes we're both asleep again. So I'm just hoping that, like with the others, we'll just come out the other side of it and she will eventually be sleeping through, which I know she will. It's not like she's going to be 5 and still waking 3, 4 times a night. I hope. So yes, that is where we currently are with sleep. She's pretty good at nap time, but she is a baby that likes to nap on the go. She likes to nap in her pram when we're out for a walk or on the school run, or if we're at home, she will usually fall asleep quite easily once I've given her a feed. So nap times aren't, excuse me, that's not where I want the tripod. Yeah, nap times aren't really a problem. We're usually out and about, so that suits me fine. What else can you do? She's not pulling herself up yet to stand, but if you hold her hands and, oh bless you, she will stand there, not unaided. She has to be holding your hands, but she quite likes standing there and just sort of bouncing up and down and trying to take steps while you're holding her hands. But her big sister was walking by this age plus 2 weeks, so pretty much on the day that Marion turned 10 months old, she started to walk, and it was crazy because she just looked so small to be walking. I don't think Marnie's going to be that soon. I don't think she's far off. I think she'll probably be quicker than the boys. They were just after their first birthday, for Dylan and about 13 months for Aiden. I think she might be a bit quicker than them because she seems quite determined and likes moving around, but I don't think she'll be like her big sister and walk at 10 months bang on, which is a relief because I'm not ready for that yet. I'm trying to teach her to give kisses. She's not quite there yet. Marnie kiss, Marnie kiss. Marnie wave, Marnie wave. Yeah, you did it with that hand, can you do it with this one? Clap hands. Yay! She loves singing and music. Anytime you put on a song, specifically Havana, but any song to be honest, she will dance, and sometimes she puts her arms up and dances, and it's absolutely adorable. She loves the music. She just can't help herself. It's like an automatic little... She really goes for it. It's the cutest thing. I'll try and insert the clip from my Instagram actually because it's really, really cute. Thank you so much for watching. Do give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget, if you're pregnant, head over to that Channel Mum page that I mentioned. I will leave the link for you in the description box if you fancy putting your scan photos on there for the very lovely Lisa to have a go at guessing whether you are having a boy or a girl. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! You are you going to say bye?